An ex-cop suspected of perpetrating 12 murders, 51 rapes and 150 burglaries throughout California in the 1970s and 80s appeared frail and haunted as he made his first appearance in court. Joseph James Dungello, 72, the alleged Golden State Killer, was handcuffed to a wheelchair as he confirmed his name in a frail whisper. He did not enter a plea. Bald, unshaven and dressed in an orange jumpsuit, he seemed to struggle to speak when he was addressed by the judge at California Superior Court in Sacramento. He spoke only to confirm, "I have a lawyer." The so-called Golden State Killer had a reputation for creeping into couples' homes and shining a flashlight in their eyes before raping the woman after the man was tied up. Joseph James Dungello looked frail and elderly when he appeared in court. Image, Reuters. He was dressed in an orange jumpsuit and handcuffed to his wheelchair. Image, Getty Images North America. Facing him was Melanie Barbeau, holding a photo of victims. Image, Reuters. A wave of attacks happened in the Sacramento area between 1976 and 1978 before moving on to Ventura and Orange counties in Southern California, according to the FBI. Dungello is charged with carrying out the murders of Katie and Brian Maggiore in 1978, but investigators are believed to be trying to link him to 10 other killings in the same state 4 decades ago. Katie Maggiore, believed to have been killed by the Golden State Killer in 1978 alongside husband Brian, Image, supplied, Brian Maggiore, a victim of the Golden State Killer who was murdered in 1978 alongside wife Katie, Image, supplied, Public Defender and Diane Howard puts her hand on the shoulder of Joseph James Dungello. Image, Reuters. The couple are believed to be the first of the Golden State Killer's many victims. Newlyweds, they were shot dead while walking their dog in Rancho Cordova. Also in the court were dozens of reporters, as well as victims, their relatives and friends caught up in the terrifying rampage. Among them was Chris Pedretti, who was 15 when she was raped in her Sacramento home in 1976. "I'm here to look him in the eye and tell him, no, he did not take my life," she told the East Bay Times. Joseph James Dungello, pictured here after his arrest. Image, AFP. Dungello spoke quietly when addressed by the judge. Image, Reuters. Also present were 3 women who grew up in Rancho Cordova and call themselves the Rancho Girls. They said they had to see the man who had so terrified their neighborhood. Judy Galine, 61, knew one of the victims. She told the paper, "He's always been a boogeyman, and today I see the boogeyman is real. He was the ultimate nightmare for every woman I know." Ms. Galine was not convinced Dungello, who retired from the grocery business last year, was as frail as he appeared. "He's putting on an act," she alleged. He was appointed a public defender to represent him. Image, Reuters. Joseph James Dungello, the suspected Golden State Killer, talks with public defenders and Diane Howard. Image, Getty Images North America. "Me and my husband slept with our windows open for the first time in 42 years Tuesday night," she said. "He is the ultimate boogeyman." Dungello was arrested on Tuesday as he walked out of his home in Citrus Heights, Sacramento County, on Tuesday. He has lived in the area since 1979, when he left Auburn Police Department, and has 3 children. Investigators matched DNA from crime scenes with genetic material stored by a distant relative on a public ancestry site. Joseph James Dungello, 72, who authorities said was identified by DNA evidence. Image, Reuters. They had a rough estimate of age, height and physical characteristics of the suspected killer and were able to use this information to narrow down the relative's family tree to a list of possible suspects. D'Angelo's DNA is said to have been surreptitiously collected and reportedly came back as a match. Inspectors are now combing through D'Angelo's home in search of keepsake small items allegedly stolen during the course of the many linked homicides, rapes and burglaries. The appearance received intense media interest. Image, Getty Images North America. Speaking to the Sacramento Bee, County Sheriff Scott Jones said, "We are looking for anything that links him to any of those crimes, whether they are trophies, whether they are weapons or ammunition that was used, anything that gives an indication or insight or link to any of these crimes." These potential trophy items include class rings, jewelry, china stolen from homes, and ID cards. It is understood so far Dungello has been uncooperative. Investigators are reportedly having trouble to get Dungello to talk to them about the case. Image, Reuters. He's not talking, he's not taking visits, he's fairly isolating himself. "Of course, he's under observation and we're doing everything we can do to keep him safe," Jones added. Dungello will next appear in court on May 14.